What's going on, guys? Boy Joey Shake 72 coming to you guys with the video right now. So I know a few moves have happened. You know, we got rid of Trey Sullivan. We brought in the undrafted safety that was formerly with the Patriots in 2017. We picked up a tackle today that was formerly with the Buccaneers. We got rid of wide receiver Charles Johnson, apparently on IR. He's hurt. I don't know. Jordan Mailata is having some back issues right now, but the Eagles say he's going to be fine. So the Eagles have made a few moves, but these are just, every team does this. Every team does those last-minute roster moves at the last week for the last preseason game. It's a nice little motivator to bring in guys that want to come in and say, oh, I have another chance to make a team. But most likely these guys aren't going to be making anything, really. This is just a practice game for them, really, to make another roster for another team. I wouldn't really worry about it too much. But I kind of want to go over the whole Jadaveon Clowney thing. Look, I would love Jadaveon Clowney if it was possible, but I understand some people are in the comment section are talking about Jadaveon Clowney like he could sign a long-term deal with the Eagles. I don't know why everyone could think that. If it was maybe $30-40 million deal, extension of 3-4 years, maybe he could sign an extension. But I got a feeling he wants to get paid, and it's his time. It's his time in his career, and he wants to get big money. And I don't blame him. I'd do the same thing he's doing. Okay, securing your future. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that what this guy's already going to be making is going to be secure his future, but players always want more. Okay. Jadaveon Clowney visited the Dolphins and, things went well, but not his desired location. Apparently, the Texans had a little bit of an asking price in the trade and want to get Laramie Tunsil, the left tackle, off the Miami Dolphins. And Dolphins said, nope, we are not getting rid of Laramie Tunsil. And I don't blame him. The first thing about the Miami Dolphins, they shouldn't be making. I mean, I'm not going to be talking about them, but the first thing you're rebuilding this team. The Bills are way ahead of you. The Jets are way ahead of you, and the Patriots have always been ahead of you. So at this point, the Dolphins need to figure out who their QB is before they even make any moves. Who the hell are they going to build around? There's already some rumors going on that Kenny Stills might get traded, and Kenyon Drake. Who knows at this point? A lot of rumors going around that football team right now. But the last thing that they should be doing is paying Jadaveon Clowney a huge contract, and then I don't know after that. Really. There's no next set of steps, and Jadaveon Clowney will be wasting his years in Miami for no fucking reason whatsoever. Does he want to go to the Seattle Seahawks, where they know how to build defenses over there that have lost a lot of defensive players? The Legion of Boom is done. And, Frank Clark just went to Kansas City, and the Kansas City Chiefs gave up a shit ton of picks and paid Frank Clark a pretty good penny. And then you have the Philadelphia Eagles that are contention for a Super Bowl and already loaded at defensive line as it is. And Jadaveon Clowney could think to himself, I could really join this squad and not even look good being with them, but get a ring at the same time. And this is the big decision that he has. Now, I don't know. There's no other news. We're not going to find out anything. And, it's going to be the coming days. I don't think he's going to be holding out throughout the season because all he's going to do is hurt himself. It just depends. I don't think he's going to pull like a Le'Veon Bell and hold out the whole year. It's not going to happen. I think in the coming days you're going to hear some rumor go around something. I don't think he might say. You never know. He might just, he fired his agent. He doesn't like how he's fired. His agent has been with him since day one. What the hell was that? Something just fell off my fridge. His agent has been with him since day one, since he got into the league, and he didn't like what he was doing. What, I guess, direction that he was putting him in, and it's probably, I don't know if this was before the Miami Dolphins visit or after, but not like it doesn't really matter. But you never really know. But Jadaveon Clowney wants to be with a good defense, and you know what? I think he would mesh really well with this defense. And you know what? And overall, this whole thing, okay, I honestly thought that this was never going to really happen. And it still probably won't happen. You never know. Then there's another side of me that says they're talking about it on First Take. They're talking about it undisputed. It's on TV now, which is even better. And could this really happen? Could this really, really happen? And part of me is saying that this could really happen. And I don't know if Howie is actually on the phone. During the spring, there was a shit ton of phone calls to the Houston Texans about trading for Jadaveon Clowney. They didn't bite on anything because they at least thought he was going to sign his tender and he was going to play for the year and maybe get an extension with the Texans after this year. But that wasn't the case. If Jadaveon Clowney is in control of this whole thing, because when he doesn't sign his tender, the Texans are tied. Their hands are tied. They can't do anything without. When he signs that tender, then they could do something. But Jadaveon Clowney is in the driver's seat because he's saying this, well, there's a certain team I want to go to, but I need to sign this tender. I want to sign this tender to make sure that I am going to go to that team. Because if I'm not going to that team, if I figure out that you're not putting me or going to that team, I will not sign this tender. And I will make this harder for you guys. And you'll have to pay me for nothing this year. And threaten them that he can hold out, not care about losing money, and if he wants to take it that far. But Jadaveon Clowney's in the driver's seat of that. He's like, if I want to go to the Philadelphia Eagles, I'll sign that tender. If you can make a trade with the Philadelphia Eagles, I will sign that tender right now. That's where I want to go. So, since he hasn't signed that tender yet, the Texans are handcuffed. And they can't do a damn thing about it. And I've already seen, I saw Desert Eagles video. And I agreed fully with it because you know what? Eagles fans, when they already have something so great right now, they destroy what the hell they're saying and then make something else seem like it's way better, but it's better than what we've had, and I've been lying the whole time about what we've had. I can't even say it in words. It's like before Jadaveon Clowney, our team is great, our team is awesome. And then it's like every time the team makes a little signing or something, it's like, oh, that's not Clowney. I'm not seeing Jadaveon Clowney's name. Sorry, that's not the Clowney trade. And then I hear people saying, man, if we don't get Clowney, I don't care if we get Clowney or not. If we get him, good. If we don't get him, I'm glad with what we have. You guys, we have Derek Barnett. Jadaveon Clowney had 9 sacks last year. I think everyone combined, this defense had about 9 sacks last year. But the pressure was pretty damn good, and we had a slow start. Injuries from the Super Bowl year. Guys were still out. Timmy Jernigan was hurt. Brandon Graham was hurt. There was a lot of guys injured. Fletcher Cox wasn't doing that good, and thank God Michael Bennett was actually doing something. Then find out how much of a scumbag he actually was later on in the year after last year happened. But I don't need him. We don't need him. If you add Jadaveon Clowney, it's a badass defensive line. And right now, it's still badass. It's still a great defensive line. It's still one of the most monstrous, most deepest defensive lines in the NFL right now. Derek Barnett had a good year last year. He ended up getting hurt. It sucks. But we got Derek Barnett, dude. Look what Derek Barnett is going to do. Derek Barnett's going to take a huge step forward this year. Yeah, we don't have Chris Long anymore, but big fucking deal. I didn't cry about Chris Long not being here. Did I cry about it? Hell no. But Deshaun Hall, look what he's doing. He's not facing top talent. But let me tell you something. He's getting pressure pretty damn easily. So, you know what? In a rotation, if Deshaun Hall proves himself, why not? 24 years old. You can't complain. Josh Sweat, Sharif Miller, and Deshaun Hall are going to be battling again tomorrow. I will be at MetLife tomorrow because me and my girl, and just feel like doing something tomorrow. So, yeah. So I'll be at MetLife tomorrow because cheap-ass tickets and just something to do. Plus, I had a really, really, really hard week at work this week, so pretty much deserve it. Other than that, in my opinion, we don't need Jadaveon Clowney. He doesn't make or break the year for us. This is just an added contribution to this defensive line. That's all I care about. Other than that, he can go to another team. But if we get him, I'm going to pump my chest. Like everyone else is going to pump their chest. So, Let me know what you guys think. I just want to rant a little bit today. But, yeah. I'll see you guys later. Shake Squad up. Fly, fly.